So time to go over my ASL Qualifier replays. I played in both of the ASL Qualifiers over the weekend. There was 2 days, the first day and the second day. I believe like 12 players or 10 players or something qualified each day. All the qualifiers are done. Best of 3 format, map 1 Polypoid, map 2 Eclipse, map 3 Fighting Spirit. A great set of players ended up qualifying. I played in Group 1 on day 1. Okay, so that's just like a start time. So it started in the morning pretty early, which is good for me. That's when I normally play anyways. So we're going to go ahead and go over my first match here. All right, let's jump over into the replay. And this is my first opponent. This is Midas_Thal. And this is actually an S-rank Terran. Like a low S-rank Terran, but he was S-rank. Here I am over here. But actually, and I didn't realize this when I was playing him, but this is very interesting because this guy is actually a pro from League of Legends, which is really impressive, I think. Wait a minute. Let me just jump over to this screen. I'll show you guys. So it's this guy. Thal. So he's a League of Legends player. I guess right now he's on... I don't follow League of Legends, but obviously I know like SK Telecom and stuff like that. But this is the guy that I played. And so that's pretty damn impressive that he is an S-rank Terran in Brood War and a pro in League of Legends. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So let's... No, Midas is a clan, for those of you wondering and thinking about that. But yeah, so Thal, there he is. Okay, so the first map is Polypoid. I came in just wanting to, you know, play my best games and get a lot of units out, basically. My thought process going into this, I didn't know who he was when we started. I just knew he was S rank. But I just wanted to basically get enough units to play, not screw up the early game. So, here, we'll put this forward. This is a very quick scout from him. So, this gets very weird very quickly, because, again, I didn't know that this was not actually a StarCraft player, but a League of Legends player. So, this is a very, very quick scout, right? He's getting to my base as I'm starting the barracks, okay? So, I immediately react to this. Right, so the SCV comes out, and I actually attack, and notice how I attacked first there, okay? I actually hit his SCV first. So I'm like, okay, this is actually already really good for me because this is a proxy barracks play. I'm getting Marine rushed. And I attacked his SCV first. Because when you attack first, you're going to win, right? Now, there's a funny bit of RNG in this game that I never actually talk about because it almost never makes anything happen. Like, it's a very rare... So basically, when they coded StarCraft, they made it so that there is a tiny random delay in attacks. And this is so that all the units don't just attack at once all the time, because that looks stupid and feels stupid. Like, if all your units attack at the very exact same second, there's a lot of, like, overkill. There's a lot of... it doesn't look as nice. Right? So that's just like, I never talk about that RNG. I talk about the other RNG, the high ground, the SCVs walking around and stuff, because this is stuff that affects the game all the time. But that randomness right there is very funny for this situation, because I literally didn't even look back, because I noticed that I got the first hit. So I'm like, I win. I kill the SCV. So I don't kill the SCV, because the randomness of attacks got his SCV attacking ahead of mine. So I just thought that was kind of funny, and you guys would enjoy that. And a lot of people don't know, I think, that tiny bit of randomness does exist within StarCraft. So, here, because his SCV is here so quickly, I am pretty damn certain that I am getting rushed, right? So I'm very slowly putting my SCVs on gas. Notice I keep an SCV at the ramp. I'm chasing his other SCV, or that SCV once again, because I'm, like, expecting Marines to come because the SCV came so early. Like, if the SCV gets there that early, guys, like, every game that I've ever played, it is a rush. But I follow him back, and then I see that it's a command center. So it's actually command center first. which threw me pretty far off. I was like, what? What is going on here? Okay, so let's speed it up a little bit. So I start a factory down here. He sends another SCV in. I get that one this time. There's my 2 facts. So my plan here is to just go for a 2 factory rush. We're very close spawns. He's going to CC first, so I thought, well, you know, my build is already a bit jacked because I thought it was a Marine rush, and it wasn't, and I lost an SCV already that I shouldn't have lost. So I decide to go ahead and just do a siege tank rush, which is, it's pretty good. It's better against gasless expand than it is against this, against command center first. But I'm pretty confident with it. Whenever I scout my opponent first and they're going for a fast expansion, I practice this build. Because, yeah, people need to get punished for builds like this, command center first. So I get the first tank. As soon as I get the first tank, I'm pretty sure that I've won the game. But killing the first tank is absolutely gigantic. One thing I do want to point out, as I'm just kind of rallying in my siege here and reinforcing this position and, you know, expanding at home and stuff like that. One thing, and I realized it afterwards, that I found really surprising, is his APM is very, very low for an S-rank Terran. I've actually never seen an S-rank Terran below 200 APM. So there's something very impressive that he's a League of Legends pro who's also S-rank with Terran, who's also not very fast. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, but yeah, I just thought that was kind of an interesting thing to point out there, that his APM is very, very low. So he tries to break out, and I'm just kind of reinforcing. Notice I've laid mines here because I assume he's going to send a command center up, and he does. And I have a vulture waiting up here for the command center also. Also, I'm not 100% sure yet whether he's going to go starport. So I'm trying to leave some units at home. But as he tries to break the front, I reinforce. So this is a pretty straightforward game, obviously. He tried to just break out. He was trying to float command centers, and it was a bad situation for him. And so that was it for game 1.